Hi, welcome to CMG's review of God of War Ascension. I'm Tim Weaver. I'm here with our reviewer, Ben Griffin. How are you, Ben?
Hello, I'm good, thanks.
Excellent. So, tell us about Ascension then. You've played all the other God of War games. How does this stack up?
Well, it's like the other God of War games.
Yeah. I don't think that's what people get from your review, is that this is kind of... would it be fair to say this is God of War on autopilot?
Yes, or treading water.
Treading water,
I want to use another analogy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really offer that much new from the other games. In fact, it takes a few features out. So Titan's such a big part of God of War 3. When you could scale like Kronos, Kronos.
Yeah.
If I got my ancient Greek pronounced correctly.
Yeah.
But here, they're all but taken out. You see this guy here. This is the only Titan in the game, but he's not actually alive. He's being manipulated by one of the Furies.
Right.
That's like those little stalks that are coming out of his face.
This is right at the beginning of the game, isn't it?
Yeah. So
just so in case people think we spoiled the ending for them.
No. It's an amazing opening 15 minutes, and after that, it goes a bit downhill.
Okay, so why does it go downhill then? Is it that is it just because there's no Titans, or is it?
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. There's a lack of there's not a big scale.
Okay.
Unlike God of War 3, which had a massive scale. It's like you're going around temples, like pulling blocks, putting them on switches, opening doors, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Combat's good, but then it's God of War, so you expect it to be good.
Yeah. Well, they've had four games now to get it right,
yeah,
haven't they? So you'd expect the combat to be solid. So the combat throughout remains.
Yeah, but there is one caveat there.
Okay.
They've taken out the cestus gloves. They've taken out the Blade of Olympus, which was the sword. All you've got now is the Blades of Chaos, which is those two chained blades that you've got. They can be powered up in a few ways. You can power them up with Hades, soul-sucking power, the Zeus lightning power, but they're still the same weapon.
Right. So
all through the game.
Why would they do that? Do you think? I mean, is it an effort to? Is it in an effort to kind of really focus the combat experience, do you think?
You could say that. There's an enemy later which kind of changed forms while you're fighting him, and he asks you to he demands you to switch between your powers to affect him more.
Kind of
he
like
grows resistant to you.
Kind of like Mr. Freeze in Arkham City, where you have to use all your powers. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Like that guy.
Okay.
But not as good.
Okay, so single player, still enjoyable though, despite all that.
Yeah, you can have fun with it. Really great opening 15 minutes. Without spoiling it, a really great closing 15 minutes, but in the middle a bit.
Okay, so tell us about multiplayer in God of War for the first time.
Yes.
You played it quite extensively yesterday in the office. What do you make of it?
Very, very fun. Functional. That's functional.
Functional.
Yeah,
right,
very
okay.
solid. It works, but if you've got a big back catalogue to get through, there's not really any point playing it. But I mean, if it's your only game that you're going to buy this year, or in the opening months of this year,
yeah,
you can get a lot of fun out of it.
Okay,
it's basically.
So in your review, you said that it's like potentially 12 hours ish.
Yeah, like
12.
You can get a dozen hours out of it, because essentially it's like 2 teams of 4 in a multi-tiered arena, kind of scoring points by killing each other, opening chests of orbs, and killing like neutral monsters like a massive Cyclops or a big old Scorpion.
Yeah.
And you're competing to earn a points total. There's like a 2-on-2 death match. There's a co-op bit where a team of 2 guys face off against like waves of enemies.
What, sort of like a horde mode kind of thing?
Yeah, and each kill gives you more time, so you're trying to elongate your time limit.
Okay.
If I've found the right word. But the flagship mode is Favour of the Gods.
Yeah.
Which is the one you're seeing now, where it's 4 on 4 and you're killing each other. But the thing is, with this mode, like the combat's fine until more than 2 people start fighting each other. It just starts getting very button mashy. You don't know what's going on, and it turns a measured contest into a lottery, as I said in my review.
Okay, so
bit random.
So sum up the experience for us. We've given it a 75. That shouldn't put people off.
No.
But it's perhaps not up to the stratospheric standards of God of War as in previous years.
No, just it's God of War, but on a slightly smaller scale with a few bits taken out. But it's still a fine, solid game.